What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleasure Divine Energy. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. There's been a lot of talk about Migos member Takeoff and his demise. So what I decided to do was pull 10 cards and pull a yes or no card to try to get some answers from Spirit. So I'm using my intuition, my intellect, and just my discernment to determine what I feel about the situation. Okay, so before I get started with the reading, I want to first send my condolences to Takeoff's mother and his family. The mother, it's two women. The mother and maybe an aunt, but it's two older women that are extremely distraught about this situation. Everyone in his family feels some type of way, but there's two in particular that feel like their life is like over, like they can't go on without him, like they've lost everything. And one of those people is definitely his mother. So I just pulled 10 cards, and I'm going to share those cards with you guys and share the meanings and what I feel. I'm asking for spiritual protection because I am divinely protected from all energies. And I'm asking for spiritual protection for my subscribers as well. So anything, any witchcraft, any spells, any ill will, negative intent being brought our way, negative energy, we send it back tenfold. And with that being said, I'm going to share the first card that I pulled with you guys, which was the King of Cups. So Takeoff, he was a very caring and diplomatic and person, okay? He was like a very diplomatic king. He was caring. He was very family oriented. He was very mature and wise, okay? I don't really see him having a lot of enemies. He had very few enemies, if any at all. Okay. He was also very mature emotionally. Okay. King of Cups. That is water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. From what we know about Takeoff, he was very calm, cool, and collected. And that's also what this card is showing, that he was very calm, cool, and collected. Okay. I see him really loving music and maybe art as well. This card right here, when I look at this picture, I get a sense that him and Quavo were really comfortable around the Prince family because they've had previous dealings with these people. They've attended events with them. They've held business deals with them before. So there was no reason for them to feel uncomfortable. Also, I'm getting the feeling that, he felt like they were all on a certain status. Remember, the Prince family, they are looked at as basically royalty. These people are looked at as basically royalty in their city. A lot of people look up to them, okay? Why, I don't know, but y'all know how it is. People look up to people like that. Hey, the people that got the money, the power, and the influence, that's the type of people they look up to. So, the Quavo and Takeoff, they felt like, everyone was on the same status. Everybody had money. They was all on king and prince status. So it was no reason for them to literally feel uncomfortable at this event, okay, at all. I just don't see it. But what they didn't realize was that they were being lured out, the whole time they're sitting on their thrones. The whole time they're sitting on their thrones, and they're not realizing that they were in shark-infested waters. Okay, it was a lot of hungry sharks, but this was about, they was thinking that everyone was on the same status. They thinking that these people are on the same status as them, but what they didn't realize was that these boys are not on the same status as them. Okay. Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz Jr. is like, they wouldn't really have a name without their father, Jay Prince. They wouldn't, they don't have their own identities. Okay, they're trying to build their identity off their father's name and off his legacy and what he built. So otherwise, who will really be checking for them? If you really want to get technical, who gonna be checking for them? Nobody. If Jay Prince wasn't their dad, who would be checking for them? Who would know them? Who would they be? Nobody's, right? These boys were hungry sharks. Okay, so they got lured. Takeoff and Quavo got lured into this sea full of these hungry sharks. Okay, these people were not on the same status as them. They thinking everybody got money, we all on the same status, we all got our drink, everybody got money, so it shouldn't be a problem. But that wasn't really the case, because these boys are trying to make a name for themselves outside of their father's legacy as well. Okay, so that was the first card that I pulled. Let's see, the second card that I pulled was the Four of Cups, and this is also water energy, which I said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'm getting I got a lot of water energy. So I'm not sure when Takeoff's birthday is, but somebody can let me know down in the comments. I'm not going to look anything up. I'm not doing any research. I'm going strictly off my intuition. And this is for entertainment purposes only. No disrespect is intended by anything that I say. I know this is a very touchy subject and topic. But the Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups. So I felt like with the Four of Cups, I felt like there was an offer made involving the group. There was some type of offer that was being made that involved all three of them. Okay, somebody did not adhere or agree to this offer, and somebody was like over it. They didn't want no parts. This could be Offset, or this could be Takeoff. Okay, I'm not sure. It could be either or. It may be Offset, because I did pull the next card, which I will explain if I do think it's Offset why. But it could also be Takeoff. I did ask for the energy surrounding Takeoff and his demise. So it definitely was an offer being made, some type of offer or proposal or invitation that involved all three of the Migo members. Okay, and one of them were not adhering and not agreeing to what was being offered. Okay, I feel like somebody refused this offer. Okay, somebody missed the opportunity, and I feel like they regretted it. Okay, and I also feel like it was like a lack of motivation here somewhere. So this may be Takeoff. Maybe he was lacking motivation, because if you remember, he was like the most quiet Migo member. Like, they were out in the spotlight. He kind of was in the background, or wasn't with Quavo and Offset all the time. So this may be Takeoff that was offered something, or it may be Offset. Okay, so we'll try to get a little bit of clarity on that. But I feel like it was definitely some lack of motivation here on someone's part. Somebody lost passion and motivation for life. Okay, somebody lost their passion and their motivation. But there was definitely an offer that was made, and somebody refused that offer. And I also feel like this may be Takeoff's energy, because It has something to do with daydreaming and fantasizing, okay? And if you guys pay attention to the video, Takeoff looks extremely high, like he was on stuck mode, okay? So I'm not sure. I mean, he may have been high off weed. I'm not sure if anybody slipped him anything. What I'm getting off of it is that he was daydreaming and like in his own, thinking about his own ideas and just in his own world. You know, that's what I see him being, is like in his own world, and he wasn't really paying attention to everything that was going on behind them. Reports said that he didn't gamble that night. He was kind of just like, you know, ducked off in his own world. And that's what I see with the Four of Cups. Now, the next card that I pulled was the Two of Cups, which is also water energy. So the Two of Cups, also water energy. And with this, I feel like there's, I'm not sure if this is Takeoff and Quavo. When two people come together, this represents like power being created when two people come together, okay? So I don't know if those two came together and this energy was Offset's energy, the Four of Cups. I'm not sure. This could have been Offset's energy, and he could have been the one that rejected the deal or the offer. And these two tried to come together to create power, and to create a power play. But I feel like now was not the time for them to like separate or stay apart, okay? Whoever these two are, they had like a mutual respect for the partnership, okay? They had a mutual respect for the partnership, and that's what's making me think that this may be Offset's energy, that Four of Cups, okay? I think he may have been the one who refused the deal or the contract, and these two came together to try to create a power play, not knowing that it will lead to one of their extinction and ascension. Okay, I do see the Kundalini energy symbol here rising. And some, it's wings here, so someone did gain their wings, you know, and pass and rise. What else do I feel about this Two of Cups? It was definitely a power play being made here. It was some type of mutual exchange, okay? And I feel like this person is like very popular, and like people seek after them. Yeah, I feel like people seek after them. Okay. So definitely some type of mutual exchange between two people. But this was not the time for them to separate. The next card that I pulled was the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So this lets me know that Takeoff was definitely disconnected from reality, and he's the type of person where he tries to avoid confrontation. Okay, he doesn't like confrontation. He was definitely trying to avoid confrontation. This card also like represents like somebody was cheating. There was a one night stand. Someone was definitely cheating, and there was deception involved around this energy. There was definitely an offer that was like revoked, or an invitation that was like withdrawn. Okay, that's the energy surrounding this. this person may like seem trustworthy, but be deceptive and disloyal in the end. Okay, people might be blinded by that, or he may have been blinded by that. But this definitely has something to do with like a one night stand. Somebody was being deceptive, okay, and somebody was definitely cheating. When it came to Takeoff, I know that he was definitely like disconnected from reality. Everyone seen it in the videos for themselves, and that's what the Knight of Cups in reverse represents, okay? He definitely was trying to like avoid confrontation about a situation. So I'm not sure if he was involved in the one night stand, the cheating and the deception, because people did question that. Whether it was, you know, the rumors with Sweetie and Offset, whatever. We don't know who really slept with who. It has not been really confirmed. There's only been subliminals thrown out, so we cannot confirm who slept with who because we were not there. However, like I said, this does have something to do with the one night stand and someone cheating and being deceptive. Okay, and he did not want to confront some type of situation. Like, he was avoiding this situation. He was procrastinating. He did not want to face this head on. Okay, Knight of Cups in reverse. And I also feel like their money was like getting low. Like, if you look at the upright position, it's not really focused, but she's looking at the cup and they're looking kind of sad. So I feel like that money was getting low. Okay, so I feel like he kind of came out of retirement and was trying to get his money back up. The next card I had pulled was the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Is Earth energy. Okay, so he was definitely working and putting in the effort to handle his responsibilities. He was definitely working and putting in that effort. Okay, he was focused on his finances because he provided for his family. He provided for his mother and his brother. Like, I don't know if he had, how many siblings he had. I don't know nothing about this man personally, but I know that he provided for his family and he was definitely working and putting in that effort, okay? And he was very emotionally closed off, okay? Knight of Pentacles. The next one I got was the Five of Swords. So with this, I definitely see like conflict. There was definitely a lot of conflict and there was jealousy and envy here, okay? I see jealousy, I see envy, and I see competition. So somebody was like competing with him on the path to success, period. Somebody was like competing with him, okay? And he seen somebody as a threat to his happiness. He definitely seen somebody as a threat, or they seen him as a threat to their happiness, okay? This card, the Five of Swords, this also signifies violence. And that was a very violent situation that went on. There was violence involved, of course, the confrontation. But this was due to like a conflict and a disagreement that led up to tension and hostility, okay? It was just a simple disagreement. That's what this was. That's what this card represents. Okay. And I also feel like when I look here, I feel like Quavo and Takeoff were supposed to meet their demise that night. Okay, I felt like it was supposed to be both of them. If you see the two swords down here, I feel like it was supposed to be both of them. And I feel like it may be three people involved. Like 3 people that set this up. 3 to 5 people that set this up. Because this could be Takeoff and Quavo here. And it could be like, 2 people that orchestrated it and 3 people that had something to do with it. Or it's 3 people that orchestrated it in two shooters, and left them very sorrowful and hurt, left them hurt. Okay. I feel like it was like, I feel like this argument was for somebody to be right. So I'm not sure. I know Quavo was the one arguing. So it was just a disagreement, okay? And I feel like it was a disagreement because somebody was arguing just to be right, to prove a point, okay, that they were right, instead of understanding the other side's point. Now, I'm not sure which side felt like they were right and didn't want to listen to the other side. I'm not sure if it was Quavo or the other side. I'm not sure. But it was definitely someone arguing to be right instead of listening to the other people's point of view and coming to a mutual compromise. Okay. So that's what I get with the 5 of Swords. But it was definitely a lot of jealousy and envy involved. Okay. The next card I got was the 8 of Wands. So it was a lot of stuff being thrown at them and thrown at Takeoff behind the scenes. He was definitely on a journey and he was trying to move fast to rebuild his empire, because if you guys remember, they was once on top, okay? They was once on top, so they kind of fell off when QC brung in Little Baby. He kind of took over and people kind of, the Migos was put in the background, put on the back burner and stuff like that. So he was definitely working really hard and focused on regaining his momentum, okay? And I did see that he had got some type of good news. So he was thinking like, okay, I'm going to do this fast. This is going to be quick. But this event, this tragic event that happened to him, this card represents like rapid movement. So this thing happened very quickly, okay? He was definitely on a journey pushing through though. He was breaking down barriers. He was pushing through hurdles. Like he was in a rush to do these things. Like I said, money may have been getting low. He's trying to build back up his finances. So he was definitely in a rush. However, I feel like he did not listen to his intuition and he got swept into that sea. I feel like he didn't listen to his intuition and he got swept into that sea full of them sharks without realizing it. You see, he don't even know. He don't even know that he in a sea of sharks. He just sitting there. They sitting there chilling. He don't know. He daydreaming. Okay, all in his head and in his ideas and thinking everybody on the same status. He on king status. Nothing's gonna happen. But the whole time you're getting drifted out. You're drifting out to sea. And there's hungry sharks out there. Okay. The next card that I pulled was the 8 of Swords. Swords is air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So I'm not sure. Somebody can also let me know down in the comments if Quavo is an air sign. I'm not sure. I don't want to look up anybody's birthday. Y'all just let me know down in the comments when y'all look it up, or just, tell me. So the 8 of Swords, 8 represents biblically the breaking down of the old to build a new. And if you guys realize, this group was being broken down to build a new group, okay? This group was being broken down. But I do feel like he was blindsided by the whole situation. I feel like this was very unexpected, okay? Very, very unexpected. I feel like he felt like trapped and victimized. Okay, that's the energy surrounding it. He still feels this. Like he felt powerless. He felt powerless. And he felt powerless in his situation. He felt trapped. He felt victimized. He felt like they backed him into a corner. Okay, this man was literally paralyzed by fear. Like literally paralyzed by fear in those moments, because everything happened so fast. But I do feel like this had something to do with some type of consequences or judgment. The next card was the Ten of Swords, which is also air energy. So he was definitely stabbed in the back. And this card, I'm not sure what position he dropped in, but I feel like it was face down, like it was face forward. I feel like it was face down. Okay, I feel like it was very painful and inevitable. I feel like it was very painful and inevitable, and an inevitable ending, a very painful ending for him. A very painful ending. It was multiple people. He felt like everybody stabbed him in the back. Okay. And I feel like he was laying face down dead. If I'm not mistaken, if somebody could let me know about that. Which position was he laying in? Okay, but I feel like it was face down and he was gone. Okay, like I said, it was so unexpected though. So I feel like there was some type of contract that was broken. There's some type of contract that was being broken, or that was broken. Okay, and he definitely was victim of someone's betrayal or deceit. Somebody stabbed him in the back. Okay, and a family member probably betrayed his trust. A family member may have betrayed his trust. I'm not sure which family member that is, because everybody is blaming Quavo, but it may not be Quavo. Okay, it may be another family member. That's all I'm going to say. It may be another family member. I don't necessarily feel like it's Quavo. I mean, when reports first came out, everybody was like, oh yeah, this was a setup. Everybody knew it was a setup. And people felt like Quavo had played a part. I do not get that in my intuition. My soul is telling me that is not what happened, okay? But I feel like there was a family member that betrayed his trust. I do feel like that. His current energy right now is that he kind of gotta like let go and accept the circumstances, okay? In his new realm, he has to let go and accept these current circumstances right now. But he is experiencing a lot of hurt, and he got to experience the impact of what happened before he can like move forward and start over. Okay, but he was definitely a victim of someone else's betrayal, and it definitely had something to do with a family member. The last card that I pulled was the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant card. This is a very influential person, okay? Like a mentor or some type of counselor or some type of somebody in like some type of religious organization, or some type of religious organization, or what am I getting off of this? Like somebody, like I feel like Takeoff was someone who had spiritual values, okay? He had like traditional spiritual values, may have been into religion or raised on religion. So he had some traditional values here, and spiritual values that correlated definitely with religion. It was definitely like some type of teacher or mentor figure that was training others, okay? This card represents like the connection between mankind and the higher power. What higher power? Don't tell. I can't tell you that, because everybody got their different higher powers, okay? I do feel like I feel like this has something to do with some type of religious institution, or like something political, some like political institution, or some type of religious institution. Yeah, some type of religious institution here. Okay, this person has a lot of influence, and is a very powerful person. Okay, there's 2 keys on the floor. I'm not sure if there were two shooters. Like I said earlier, it could have been 3 people that orchestrated it, or 3 people that were the masterminds behind it, and 2 shooters. Let me see, what else do I get? I feel like when I looked at this card, I felt like there was a woman involved, okay? A very powerful woman with influence. And I feel like this woman may be in the occult practices, okay? Somebody was taking part in some sort of traditional ceremony. So this was definitely a ritual. But there was a woman behind it that is very powerful, okay? I'm not going to say who I think the woman is, but y'all can let me know down in the comments, or y'all can just figure it out yourselves who you think the powerful woman is. But this is someone that's dealing with the occult, and she is a very powerful person and has influence over the masses, specifically the children, okay? Specifically the children. A lot of children love this woman, or this Hierophant. Yeah, this was definitely a ritual. And then we also have like the number 5. Okay. Sorry. I hate when they don't focus. The Hierophant is number 5, which represents like major life changes, okay? It represents like major life changes, like life lessons learned through experience. It represents like personal freedom and like alignment with the elements of nature, okay? This was a completed spiritual cycle. So like I said, it was definitely a ritual, and it had something to do with a religion, a traditional religion. Definitely a ritual. And the cycle, and it was completed. It was definitely completed. Okay. But Takeoff is free He's free now. Like, his spirit is free. His spirit is free. He free from, like, 5 represents like freedom. Okay, so he's free from disorder. He's free from confusion. He's free from disease. He's just free. But also 5 biblically represents like Satan himself, okay? And it's also associated with the 5-point star. This the number 5 is also like strongly associated with like energy. Strongly associated with energy, and we are pure dark matter energy. Energy never dies. So he's definitely feeling this hurt and this pain at this time, okay? He definitely feels it, and he feels like he was stabbed in the back, okay? And he was definitely like, it also represents like 5 represents being disconnected from the world, like daydreaming. And he was definitely like disconnected from reality. He was disconnected like from reality at that party. Like, everyone's seen it. If you've seen the videos, I'm pretty sure you guys have. And if you haven't, they're on YouTube. You guys can go watch them on different channels and go look at the video footage. He was disconnected. He was very much so daydreaming, okay, about his own ideas and stuff like that. So this was the last card that I pulled. I did ask a yes or no question, and I asked for discernment. So when I asked for this, the question was, did Quavo set up Takeoff? Okay, that was my question. The card that I pulled was the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords represents like unexpected loss, conflict, and destruction, okay? It's Taurus, Gemini energy. Like, if somebody's birthday was like May 11th through like June 10th, okay? Maybe, I'm not sure if Quavo is a Taurus or a Gemini. I'm not sure. Like I said, you guys can let me know down in the comments when's their birthdays and what's their signs. But this definitely represents like unexpected loss, conflict, and destruction. It's taking control of a project in a ruthless manner. So somebody took control is going to take control of this entire project, and they did it in a very ruthless manner, which resulted in his demise. But the answer to this question was a no. Quavo did not set up Takeoff. Okay. But I do feel like there is another family member involved. Nobody is off the table, because the ones that you can't see be the ones that you need to worry about, not the ones that you can see. So there was a lot of jealousy and envy surrounding this situation. I think it was the 5 of Swords. Yeah, it was the 5 of Swords. It was a lot of jealousy and envy surrounding this situation, okay? So remember, it was 3 of them. It's 3 Migos, okay? Let's not forget that, so you guys can put the pieces together. And all I know is that the cards don't lie. So I just want to say rest in peace, Takeoff. Once again, I send my condolences to his friends and family. And his soul will rest in peace. He just has to kind of just live in, like, he has to let this all go and understand why it happened and go through the experience. His energy is not gone. His energy is still very much so present. Okay, and he feels stabbed in the back. He's very much hurt and in pain right now for what happened to him. But that's the end of this reading. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. And hit that bell notification for every time that I post. Please like the video so we can get in the algorithm and push this out. Okay, thank you guys for all the support and the love. And I will be back next time. Until then, deuces.